It is my great pleasure to welcome our first speaker, Reverend Dr. Winston Watson. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, all. First, I would like to greet the Charge d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy, Mr. Isaiah Parnell, and thank you so much for your greeting earlier, and all of our esteemed guests here this afternoon. At a very tender age, I left the island of Jamaica to live in New York, and with my family, not realizing that some 40 years later, I would be right back here to do what I'm doing with the team that I have here at Christ Alive. You see, as I grew up in New York, I was a vice president for information technology for the number 5 bank in the U.S. Then I held a similar position with Memorex Corporation in Tulsa. But I never thought that in so short a time we would be here to help our children in my native country. 9 years ago, I was impressed to return to Jamaica. And I realized that the establishing of Christ Alive Christian Center is a strategic beacon of light in this city. I've had the occasion over the years of granting scholarships and mentoring young men and young women from inner city Tulsa to attend colleges such as Morehouse, Yale, Harvard. And those young people had great ambition and great talent, but very meager resources available to them. When I returned to Jamaica 9 years ago, I saw very similar circumstances. I saw the matriarchal households, the single-parent homes and children with significant giftings, natural potential, but yet scarce means to achieve them. Some already dreamed of success beyond their current experiences, yet others, like myself as a child, became dreamers and reached for new horizons because of being exposed to a world beyond our immediate frame of reference. Each of us, however, when given the opportunity, can excel and be the Usain Bolts in our own fields of endeavor. That thought was the womb from which this ministry and this activity was born. That every child, when given an equal chance, can succeed even with significant odds against them. The legacy of any generation is what it has done to equip the next, to empower them to climb on higher mountains, to prepare them to bridge greater spans, to encourage them to expand their vision, to encourage them to move and embrace new challenges in their lives, and to raise them to fly like eagles. John Maxwell, an internationally known motivational speaker, said, "We are only successful if we have prepared our successor." You may ask, why have we started such a program in the church? You see, in Jamaica, the delivery of social services to the community is facilitated and efficiently handled by faith-based organizations such as Christ Alive. Our pool of talented individuals provide mentoring and influence our young people to prepare them to work more diligently towards their success. The church provides a place where both the natural and the spiritual come together to enhance the potential of each child. We teach a value system of integrity and moral balance that gives each child a socially responsible perspective on life. They realize the need to be civil, to be team players, and to be ambitious, not only for a personal success experience, but they realize that their individual victories create an atmosphere for national success. The technology orientation, if we consider this further, of our children requires that we be innovative and leading edge in the tools that we provide to improve their educational opportunities. Clearly, not every family can afford to have a computer in their home. Christ Alive and I have just purchased an additional 8 computers for our lab next door, as several of our workstations, for example, have come to the end of their life cycle, but we need them for our children. GO-GSAT and the use of the information technology platform gives each participating child the opportunity to develop their computer literacy in concert with their academic preparation. You see, in addition to all of this, we have children from a mix of denominational, socioeconomic, and family backgrounds, which creates a positive peer influence to some that may not be at their peak levels of performance. And in summary, in our effort over the last several years to provide a safe harbor and a positive influence to our children with character building programs, academic scholarships, and other support assistance, we have partnered with several stakeholders to deliver innovative programs. We use the children's own peers to foster an environment for living in victory every day of their lives. Success is not measured by a college degree only. Neither is success just measured by a great compensation package.